And the reason we've made that decision is based on the vaccination rates that are in front of us. And if you look where, as a percentage of LGAs that have reached that 80% double dose here in Sydney, that's where regional New South Wales will be on the 1st of November. Importantly as well, this is a confidence game. That has been our success last year, instilling consumer confidence, instilling business confidence. And when you look at the figures that have come out, we've seen confidence in Sydney grow during this period of time, but regional New South Wales is in negative territory. And we believe that a lot of that concern has been in relation to the vaccination rate in regional New South Wales not quite being up where it is in Sydney. So we've decided to defer that to 1 November. I know for many people, for many Sydney-siders, and for some in the bush as well, that this will be an unpopular decision, but we're elected to make the right decisions, and I believe the decision that we've made today with our Cabinet Committee is an important one, that and ultimately the right decision. So what we will be doing as well to provide extra business support for those businesses in regional New South Wales that will be inconvenienced and put out by this change. The JobSaver payment, which we are tailoring off, we will extend that for regional New South Wales at 30% of payrolls until 1 November. So for businesses across Sydney, that we were still covering here in New South Wales, our 15% share of that, as the Commonwealth has moved away from that program. But for regional New South Wales, we will top that up and pay the full 30% for all businesses up until 1 November. There's another couple of changes, and important changes, and one that's quite significant that we're announcing today. Firstly, for hospitality and restaurants, we had a cap in place of 20 per booking. From 1 November as well, that cap will be removed. So for hospitality catering, there will no longer be a cap from 1 November for bookings made at restaurants across the state. In addition, today, probably the most significant announcement we're making is an end to quarantine. From 1 November, those people, returning Australians, tourists who want to come back, who want to visit Australia, who want to come into Sydney, hotel quarantine will be a thing of the past. We will require that, which will work with the Commonwealth Government, that those people coming into Australia, whether it's a tourist or returning Australian, that you will need to do a PCR test before you board the flight, and that you will need to show proof of that you're double vaccinated. So for double vaccinated people right around the world, Sydney, New South Wales is open for business. We want people back. We're leading the nation out of this pandemic. A hotel quarantine, home quarantine is a thing of the past. We are opening Sydney and New South Wales to the world, and that date will come in on 1 November, and we'll continue to work closely with the Commonwealth Government to make sure protections are in place so that we keep people safe, but we rejoin the world. So this is a significant day for our state. It's not because of the government's work, it's because of every single person right across New South Wales who's gone out, made the effort to get vaccinated. These restrictions will be lifted from Monday as we hit that 80% over the course of the weekend. And to celebrate that feat, on Monday evening, we will be lighting up the Opera House with images of our frontline workers who have made enormous sacrifices, particularly our nurses during this period of time, and to celebrate everyone across New South Wales for the effort they have made in making sure that New South Wales leads the country out of this pandemic. Now I'm going to pass to Deputy Premier first, Paul Toole, who will speak about the regions. Then Minister Ayres will talk about the opportunities and jobs, and particularly the end of hotel quarantine in this state for those who are double vaccinated. And then I will have Susan Pearce, the Deputy Secretary of Health, say some words in relation to the importance of keeping the vaccination program going and encouraging everybody to continue the effort you've made to date in getting out there, getting vaccinated, so we can continue to open up our state safely.